What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'll be doing today is going to be a simple black bean salsa. I think this is going to go real good with the recipe that I'm making tonight. Anyway, this is just going to be a real quick one. We're going to throw it together, let it chill out in the refrigerator for several hours to come together. Let's take a look at these ingredients. Now, these are the ingredients that I'm going to be using, and I will have my ingredients and amounts in the description below. But this is something that you can use kind of just about any vegetable that you would like in it. What I'm going with is I have some Roma tomatoes, an avocado, some jalapenos. You could also go with like a red, green, or yellow pepper with that as well. I'm going with red onions. You can use white or yellow onions. Also, salt and pepper is going to be to taste. I'm going to throw a little lime juice in there. I have 5 ears of corn. Now you can just use, and I'm not going to put all 5 in here, but I have some ears of corn, and I'm going to, off camera, I'm going to go ahead and roast this corn up. If you don't have whole corn on the cob and you don't want to roast it, you can just use a can of corn, or you can strip off the kernels and throw it in a skillet and kind of brown it up like that. We're going to go with a dash or 2 of red wine vinegar, a can of black beans. Typically I would be using dried black beans in this and cook it either in a crock pot or pressure cooker, but we're going with the can today, and we're going with some cumin to taste. Anyway, first thing I need to do is get this corn roasted up. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. When I'm done with that, we'll start cutting everything up. This is what our grilled corn looks like, and you can tell that I really didn't grill it too much. Really all I wanted to do was bring out the sweetness of the corn. If you grill this too much, corn can have a tendency to get kind of gummy. Anyway, I've got all my vegetables prepped. We got this corn grilled. Let's start putting it together. We have our corn roasted. We got our vegetables prepped. The first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some of this corn stripped off this cob. I'm going to start off with 3 ears of corn, and then we're going to kind of adjust all of this as we go down the road. So really all you're going to do is take your corn, get a knife, just going to strip it off, go all the way around. Alright, so that's a done deal. We're just going to start with these 3 ears of corn. Now we're going to go ahead and start incorporating the rest of this in here. Now, one of the things I like using is this food chopper that I got. Link's going to be in the description below. This thing's about $20, $25, whatever it is. You do need to prep your vegetables before you use it, but this thing is so simple to use. All we're going to do is chop our vegetables. It comes with 2 blades, a thick one and a thin one. And as a matter of fact, you know, let's just go with the thick one. You can cut this as thin or as thick as you want. I think thick is going to be a little bit better, so we're going to go ahead and get our onions in. We're going to kind of finish up all the vegetables the same way. I'm telling you, this thing, they might even have better models out there now, but this thing right here is definitely a time saver. Alright, that's all our vegetables. Let's go ahead and start mixing this up. Right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get our vegetables in. Our black beans, these were rinsed. Avocado. And I have sliced this avocado into little cubes, as you can see right there. Our salt, and we're going to do all this to taste. If I need more later, I will go ahead and add more. Cumin, definitely don't want to go too heavy on cumin because that can be a strong spice. Hit it with our lime juice. little bit of red wine vinegar, just a dash or two. Let's mix this up and see what our ratio looks like. We might want to add more corn. We might want to add more onions. Who knows? You know what? I think I'm fine with this ratio. I'll go ahead and blend this up, taste it, and see what we're working with. So this is a wrap. This has had a chance to sit in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. Let's get into it, see what we think. I'm just using a standard tortilla chip. Very delicious. I think this balance that I came up with for this is great, but like I said, I could have gone with more onions, tomatoes, maybe even black beans or corn, but you know, ratio is always going to change. One thing I can tell you is I did get a batch of super hot jalapenos, so doesn't need anything else spicier for this. Anyway, good stuff. Try it out. Very simple recipe. Served with a bunch of different stuff. I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.